there may be times I might want to find a particular faculty member and find their address, and I don't know the faculty member's first name. I know it begins with a D and ends with a D. I don't know if it's Donald or David, and instead of having to look all through my records, if I had 1,000 different faculty members, it would be quite cumbersome to look through the data there. So I could run a query. If I click on create, go to query design, and then from my faculty table, I'm going to list the first name and last name of all faculty members. I could remember the first name began with a D, ended with a D, but I can't remember the last name. So in the criteria line, I'm going to use a wildcard character. And I do it like this. I type in the uppercase D because I know it began with an uppercase D. I don't know what letters come in between, so I'm going to use a wildcard character, and that's the asterisk. And then I know it ended with the letter D, so I'm going to type in D. The asterisk just brings in all characters in between the uppercase D and lowercase d. So whenever I hit enter, Access automatically added like, quotation, uppercase D, and then my asterisk, lowercase d, and another quotation mark. So I'm going to run this query, and it brings back one faculty member, David Handler. So now I can find out the data, other data about him, now that I know the faculty member's last name. Now let's say I know it begins with a D, but I don't know what comes after that. If I go back to view, and using the wildcard character again, I'm going to delete what I have in the criteria line. I know it begins with an uppercase D, but I don't know what comes after that. So I'm going to use a wildcard character and say there's characters after the letter D. Run that wildcard query. And again, I only have one name that ends in the letter or begins with the letter D. What if I know it ends with the letter D, but I don't know what it begins? Use the asterisk and then a lowercase d, because that's how I have it spelled in my tables. Run that query, and Handler is the only one that I have. I think I accidentally clicked the don't show here. David Handler is the only one that began with a D and ended with a D, and began and ended with a D. So anyway, that's how you use a wildcard character. I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to delete my columns here and start over, because if you look in your table, there's a wildcard character at the top. If I double click on this asterisk, it brings down faculty dot asterisk. It means when I run my query, it will list every field in that table. So the asterisks here bring in all characters, in this case bring in all fields using that. So I think I have in your final project using the wildcard, and based on this information, hopefully you can figure that one out.